and welcome to the Bel-E and Scratch podcast. I'm your host, Bel-E.
And I am your co-host, Scratch.
And today, well, I guess we'll just start with the market.
What?
Yeah. Dude, I'm tired.
You're a kneecapper, I'm telling you.
I got nothing. No. Here's the thing. When I have...
You can't even talk about the weather?
No. What weather? It's almost winter.
No, it's a good day.
It is a good day.
It's a good day.
I didn't say it was a bad day.
Still.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Still day. That's a nice, the wind's not blowing. It's a constant temperature. It's overcast. Yeah, I'd like to see the sun. I did a little earlier. That was cool.
I mean, if I...
Market!
Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that, it wasn't for the fact that I was afraid my dog would get into some trouble, I'd take him for a walk around the neighborhood.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. No,
you need to ponder that longer.
I know. Look, here's the thing. He's a big, all-black dog. And that spooks people. Especially
some of the elements of our current...
Our neighbors.
Diverse neighbors. Awesome.
So...
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I know. No, he's fine. He's just loud and he's an all-black dog. So, in all honesty...
He's a sweetheart. He looks menacing as heck.
Yes, he is.
He looks like
he does.
He looks like he'll tear your arm off.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I don't think it's beyond him, honestly.
No. I just have to pony up the dough. To get a muzzle, not because he needs it, but because other people will get spooked.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it is.
So it's not.
I understand. It's like I tell people that they want to mix things up with other folk, and they want me. They want me to have their back, and I'm like, look, man, you don't understand. You'll raise the dust, and you'll get a little back and forth, all that jazz.
Sure.
If I get involved, somebody's calling the cops.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have anything to do with anything. Oh, I think I'm bad. Oh, I'm going to throw some line out
You're
there.
You're a big dude.
I'm just somebody who gets 911 called on them if they get loud in public.
Yeah,
and
I know.
That's just the way it is, okay?
No,
I didn't make the rules, so I understand where the dog is coming from, yo.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that does actually bring up a point because I've experienced that pretty recently, actually.
Really?
Yeah, not me. I'm not on the receiving end of it.
You observed
it? Yeah, because here's the thing. People don't call the cops on me because I have this weird effect on people where even if I am pissed...
Well, you got to be careful.
People think I'm being funny.
Right.
When I'm like, no, I'm going to hurt you. And then I hurt them, and they're like, what the fuck? I'm like... Jed, what did I say?
What did I say?
Yeah,
what did I say?
For some reason, I just have this quality that some people, they just don't take me seriously when I'm trying to be serious.
That's Fibonacci, I'm telling you.
I guess. I don't know however else to describe it.
It is.
The Fibonacci, or I'm a woman,
If people understood the power of this phrase, listen to this phrase. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Sure.
Okay, now we have all been led, not in a nefarious way, but we have all been led to understand that meaning as based on the individual themselves, they find beauty in something that maybe everybody else does not. But
which does apply.
But
however,
when we come into these mathematical qualities of our features,
yes,
you cannot tell me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at media today. Okay, I'm not making this stuff up. Look at media today, where they talk about the most beautiful set of twins, the most beautiful model in the world.
Yeah.
If you look at those people, they are
Fibonacci.
Perfectly symmetrical. the golden rule, 0.618, that ratio, the golden ratio. Okay, they have it. Okay, so basically what that says to me, when I look at something that says beauty is in the eye of the beholder, is that we are programmed to find that
golden ratio,
that golden ratio in a positive manner, whether we want to or not.
Sure, this is why conch shells look awesome. But anyway, no, that whole thing of cops getting called on a big person.
Yeah.
So this was like sometime last month.
But you're cute and you can get away with it. Yeah.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
Look, it's all fun and games until the big muscular chick starts throwing hands.
Yeah.
Because that makes people weird. It's one thing for a woman to get angry. It's another thing for a big muscular woman to be angry. So I'm getting there. Yeah. Anyway, so basically I was out getting food.
Yeah.
I think it was like the local like upper class gas station, because now those exist.
Yes, they do.
I'm not talking about a Wawa where that's like the pinnacle of upper class fancy gas stations.
Yeah.
But basically it's where I went, I don't want to give a name because we're not sponsored, although Wawa is pretty awesome. I've been to one.
Don't know that one.
Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly Texas. They're out and about.
Do they have electric car charging stations?
Yeah, car charging stations. I think there's like shower rooms.
Yeah, that's the next level.
Beds.
You're
like,
the next
it's
level.
Like a little inn.
Yeah, the next level of that business model is going to be gas and power stations.
Yeah.
And eventually, the upper echelon is going to be just power stations. We don't sell gas here, you troglodyte.
You primordial insect. Yeah, exactly.
That's coming.
Yeah, I know it's coming.
Yeah.
I know it's coming. It's probably happening in California, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. So, basically, there's kind of a range of these gas stations around here where it's like that. Obviously, like I said, the upper echelon is like the Wawa stations and Buc-ees to an extent. And then there's like the very bottom of the bowl where it's like...
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, where it's like this...
What's lower than Buc-ees?
Yeah. Hey, Buc-ees is good. Shut your ass up.
Can I get a pecan log there?
Yeah.
Stuckies. Anyway.
Don't be disrespecting Buc-ees.
Buc-ees.
Yeah.
I grew up staring at Stucky signs.
I know.
I was on the road.
Anyway.
Sorry. I'm having a flashback here.
No, you're fine. No, it's not Stuckies. It's Buc-ees, the squirrel.
Sweet.
That place is basically... Buc-ees is essentially a gas station and a candy store.
Effing squirrels.
Yeah, of course. The squirrel's the one selling crack. It's just like in that Butthole Surfer song.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
I love them.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Buc-ees.
there's the top of the line gas stations, which is like Wawa's, Buc-ees, I guess maybe like a Love's is somewhere up there too, because they have
travel. Those Love's have their travel center.
Yeah, Love's, Flight J, those like upper class / trucker specific gas stations.
Yeah.
Because, of course, those guys get paid a lot for what they do, or they did. I don't know. I'm not a trucker.
Where else are they going to go?
Exactly. So they better get treated right, because if they don't show up, all hell's going to break loose, as people have recently discovered.
Yeah.
So, then there's, like, the bottom of the barrel, like, below the barrel, essentially, which is, like, this no-name, not even, like, Ma and Pa's gas station, like, some no-name gas station where there's, like, 2 light fixtures working. One of them is blinking out of existence. There's 3 pumps. One doesn't work. The other 2 are rusted as hell. They somehow have gas, and there's that one local who was possibly born in Louisiana.
Oh Oh, man.
You give him $50, and not only will he fill up your gas tank, he gives you 3 bottles of glass cheer wine. Glass bottles of cheer wine for $50 plus your gas and amenities.
Yep.
Look, I'm not saying those bottom of the barrel gas stations are 100% bad.
No.
But sometimes you go to these no-name gas stations. Like there's one.
Well, I mean, a lot of times you can tell. I mean,
sure.
You know,
I mean,
just
there's
like over the fence. There's like a house that looks like a meth lab.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't want to stop here.
Yeah. I mean, there's a sort of kind of one near the dump in our town. That one. I'm not saying that that's a bottom of the barrel because here's the thing. I don't feel unsafe going in there.
Let's go lowest rung.
Yeah, lowest rung. That would technically be lowest.
That's technically off the ground. Your bottom of the barrel is places you don't want to go.
Yeah, that would be bottom of the barrel. Below the barrel is I don't want to stop here.
Yeah, I don't want to stop here.
Like this is definitely the beginning of like a wrong turn or deliverance movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
which is unfortunate because they're mostly good people.
Indeed. Yeah, don't believe all that. I mean, don't fuck with them, but don't believe all that horror movie hype.
Yeah, just don't screw with them.
Don't fuck with them. Just be nice. Pay for your gas.
And they shouldn't screw with you either.
Yeah, give them pay for some peanuts or some food for the road.
What always got me are these movie angles. These hey, out of towner. You know, you don't know where you at, do you? You know, that sort of thing. That stuff doesn't happen.
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, they might ask you where you're from, where you're going, and ask if you're lost, and if they can help you.
Yeah, can we help you?
Yeah. Sometimes it's a mean way, sometimes it's a nice way, but they will try to
kill
help.
you and your son and take your wife and your daughter and then, go through your pockets and find
exactly.
change. I mean, sometimes it's just...
Yeah. Pay for your gas.
Fiction, people.
Yeah, pay for your gas. Go get yourself some boiled peanuts and get the fuck out of there.
I mean, you tell me. You've traveled around.
Yeah.
More than anyone. So let's say people you graduated high school with.
Okay.
Okay, before you ever met them.
Yeah.
You had traveled the United States back and forth 4 times.
Yeah. Mr. Traveling ER nurse man.
Minimum.
Yeah. That wasn't a choice.
And I can tell you from personal experience, although you may not remember the intensity of certain situations.
What child does.
What child does with good parents. Is that you experienced a lot. And, that empowered you in a particular way. Where the people you went to school with, they didn't have that background. Mm-hmm. They just didn't. I'm not saying it's good or better.
They just didn't travel.
It's just different.
Sure, that's fine.
Let's just leave it at that.
That's fine.
Okay, it gave you a perspective that they just didn't possess.
Sure.
And they had a perspective that you didn't possess.
Yeah, this is true.
There's a stability to growing up in the same town and going to the same schools and have the same friends, the same church.
No, I get it.
Same community.
Yeah. Personally, I don't look down on that, but I know it's not for me.
No.
Because every now and again I'll just get bored and I want to go somewhere else. Not out of spite, just as I want to look at different trees.
That's what sedentary people do about vacation. Mm-hmm. They want to go somewhere different for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I want to go somewhere different, every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, they do too, but they don't have the...
No, I know, but we'll get to that. But back to gas station. Oh, yeah. So I'm at a mid to upper tier gas station where, yes, you can get your gas. They also have the beer cave and snacks and food, a little bit of groceries, and they have food.
Right.
Actual freshly made food, not just repackaged bullshit, although some of it is repackaged bullshit.
Like rotating stuff under the heat lamp?
Yes.
They have more than that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
So...
Man, that stuff's dangerous.
Yeah, that stuff is dangerous.
That stuff's dangerous, man. You're going to leave that alone.
Uh-huh, I do.
It glows in the dark.
Yeah, that's about the same level. Yeah, that stuff is about on the same levels as someone thinking like, if I drink glow-in-the-dark liquid, I'll glow. It's science. It's like, dude, Dave. Okay, Dave. I'm calling an ambulance because you just drank about a fifth of it.
Science.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm at like a basically middle upper tier gas station.
Right.
Where they will actually like cook your food from, like they'll assemble it, not from scratch, because there's a difference between assembling your food and making it from scratch.
Heating it up.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm getting dinner for me and my family here because this place is actually clean.
Cool.
I know this because I know people who work there.
Yeah.
So I'm just I put in the order, I pay for it, I'm just milling around, looking at, stuff. Trying to find a seat to sit down. And then...
Yeah.
Okay. There is this phenomena in small dogs. Give me a second.
What?
I'm not trying...
Oh, this is awesome. I can't wait. Can't wait for you to tell me how fresh food at a truck stop has something to do with a dog.
Hang on. Okay.
Fire up your tasers.
All right, so yeah, I know. I just went from I'm waiting for my food, then all of a sudden,
excuse me,
and then all of a sudden, hey, you know about small dogs, man? No, I didn't skip a beat.
Man's best friend.
Look, I have some weird segues, and sometimes I can go off onto tangents. I admit this.
I love it.
Look, I do some 4D chess up here sometimes, and that's not because I'm smart, or just because I connect weird strings together.
I don't know why it happens,
but it does.
Somebody step and tell me why.
I don't know. I think it's because
give me a hard time. I don't understand. I got 10 toes and 10 fingers. Okay, it's just like that.
Yeah.
I got something. Somehow, I don't understand it. Don't give me heat over it.
No, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be some intellectual snob. No. I'm just like, this relates to this in my head, because that makes sense to me.
To me?
To me. But anyway.
I'm just telling you about it. I'm not trying to convince you of anything.
No. This is how it relates to me. People always think I'm crazy. It's like, how does that make sense? It just does, Barbara.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. And somehow I'm the one getting all the answers correct on the test at school. So you tell me who's in the wrong, Jimmy.
All right.
Anyway,
sure.
So you know how in small dogs...
Yeah.
They have no concept of their size, and they will bark and bite and be aggressive, mostly because people allow them to be, because, it's a chihuahua, they're not going to be a threat. Well, if you want them to shut the fuck up, you're going to teach them how to be a trained dog, but anyway.
That's fair.
So basically, sometimes smaller animals or people,
right,
who either through being self-conscious or not being aware of how small they are, will sometimes puff up, get all big-chested, loud, and bark and authoritative. Yeah. In humans, it's called small man syndrome.
That's one term, yes.
So,
that does apply, yes.
Or short man syndrome.
Yes.
In humans, that's typically short man syndrome. In small dogs, I don't know what the fuck they call it.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with gender.
No.
It just a person's individuality. Yeah, can create it, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, now I want you to imagine...
right.
And this, I want you to imagine a dude who is about 6'5", easily 250, 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And he somehow has short man syndrome.
It can happen.
I have not personally seen that before. Because for some reason...
Oh, I know what you ran into.
What I ran into? A bully?
No.
Because this guy was being a bitch.
I'm going to tell you exactly what you ran into.
Okay.
All right.
Please inform me.
There are certain individuals, regardless of gender, that are born larger than everyone else from a very early age.
This is true.
Okay. And you see as a rule of thumb,
yeah,
you see this individual, they're bigger than you. So your natural, your primary impulse is to see them as a threat.
Sure.
Okay. That's the way we're designed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. The problem is that they've been so big for so long.
Yeah.
That their entire life, people have backed down from them.
Just because they were big.
Just because they were big. So whether they were conscious of it or not.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
They grew up with that.
Cashed without, for lack of a better expression, they cashed in on that status.
Okay.
And the best way to de-chair someone like that is to get up in their face and let them know that you are willing to take a beating. If they're that bad, if they're that tough.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Basically call their bluff.
So to speak. There's a difference between calling someone's bluff and having an empty hand.
Sure.
Versus calling someone's bluff and having a better hand.
This is true.
Okay.
This is true.
You know, I don't think I'm tough. I just don't think you can beat me longer than I can take it.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference.
And a lot of people like that, because they are so overwhelming, their physical interactions with people, if any at all, have been very brief. Because the person they were in the exchange with has, for lack of a better expression, capitulated before the first blow has even been thrown.
Yeah, you admit defeat before the battle gets started.
And a person like that, looking down at someone who is willing to take the punch, will see a different expression. They'll see a different expression on the face than they've ever seen before. They'll feel a different spirit. And 99% of the time, they'll back down to at least a stalemate. Because they really never have dealt with that sort of thing before. Yeah. Because they've been bigger than everybody else for so long.
And then you count, and then
you see a lot of you see a lot of this in males that are raised in primarily female environments.
Yeah, that
don't have anyone to check them per se.
Yeah.
Now there's usually
that one
grandma or one auntie in the family
who will check them.
Who will check them, so they still clear of them.
Yeah.
But a lot of, especially males, they don't have that male in their life to check them and say, "Hey,
knock it off."
Knock it off. Okay, pick your battles.
Yeah, exactly.
These big people like that, they will...
They think they can just use their size to get one over on everybody else.
There's a tremendous amount of drama around them. It's always something.
Yeah.
It's always something,
and it's because they just won't leave it alone.
They won't leave it alone. They know that it's been their experience every time they bucked up on somebody, they won.
Yeah.
Because of their intimidation factor.
Sure. So now they're just like, hey, I am unstoppable to an extent.
To an extent.
Yeah.
It's that Superman syndrome.
Ugh.
Okay. I've been there. I know. I had it. It cost me a football career.
It's fine.
But what I'm saying is because you don't have, it's like these celebrities that everybody kisses their ass and they think they're Jesus. It's that
they drink their own Kool-Aid.
Yeah, they drink their own Kool-Aid. You get
for legal
caught
reasons,
up
this is a joke.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
No, I get it.
You just get caught up in your own press.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. So basically, that's kind of what I had encountered was one of these really big dudes who clearly. Here's the thing. If he was, I understand the difference between someone who's genuinely upset,
right,
and is trying to fix a problem and is getting frustrated because the problem is not getting fixed.
Right.
Because I've been there.
Sure.
You've been there.
Absolutely.
Everybody that lives or has lived in this house has been there.
Absolutely.
But the difference is you're trying to solve a problem.
You're looking for a solution.
You're looking for a solution.
Yeah.
You're not trying to browbeat somebody.
Just because you can.
Just because you can. You're not trying to bully somebody or trying to act like you're high and mighty because you've been slighted.
Yeah, people like that make me want to swing.
Yeah.
It really does.
And this was that dude.
Yeah, they're out there.
I don't know what this guy's problem was. I heard like snippets here and there. Because at first I was waiting in line and he was at the food area. And I heard something like he had gone to this gas station like 3 or 4 times, ordered the exact same meal, and they kept fucking it up every single time.
Sure.
Or they didn't have it out on time, or they didn't put his pickles on the sandwich. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know.
No pickles.
I guess.
Oh, that's an ass whooping right there.
Yeah, apparently.
You better not forget my pickles.
Yeah, exactly.
No joke.
Yeah. So I'm just, but I know very, very clearly whatever it is stupid. Because if it wasn't stupid, I would have been like...
Oh, you can hear it in their voice.
Yeah, you can hear it in their voice.
It's crazy.
You can see it in their mannerisms.
Everybody goes, did you see that? Goes, yeah, I saw that. Well, he was, and I said, are you hearing?
Are you hearing what they're talking about?
Saying?
Are you seeing what they're doing?
Yeah. I'm not saying this guy doesn't have a right to be upset.
No.
But he's clearly over the line.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. He wasn't shouting because Because here's the thing. I was in line.
Yeah.
He was like 6 feet away from me. And there was like 3 or 4 different gas station employees.
Yeah.
Like surrounding him, and they're not close enough for him to like just buck up and like chest bump him or anything. But but there was definitely a lot of him like leaning over condescendingly. It's like, you better get me my whatever.
I'm gonna tell you
buddy.
something. I'm gonna tell you something.
Or
See,
bro.
that right there tells me he
was a bitch.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the silent language. It's the body language.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what he did. And I can tell you by that one thing you just described.
Yeah.
This guy's never been in a fight in his life.
Because you're not supposed to bend your head down.
That's right. You're not supposed to expose your chin.
The number
and extend your neck.
Yeah. The number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The number one most effective way to get knocked out is arms down, face presented.
That is exactly it.
And that was
chin waggling out in the air.
Yeah. Oh. Boxers love that shit.
Oh, they go home and touch themselves thinking about somebody exposed their chin, for crying out loud.
And then ping.
And then ping.
You don't even have to hit them that hard.
No, you don't even have to. You don't have to be a beast like us.
No.
You can.
You just have to know how to do it.
You just have to know how to do it.
Yeah.
Pop him on the butt and he'll go down.
Yeah.
Like a pile of coat hangers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. This dude was just being an asshole. Thankfully, he wasn't shouting, because if he shouted, and I mean shouted like you and I can shout.
Yeah.
Because right now, you and I, we're talking at our normal volume.
Yes, normal volume.
Yeah. I mean, obviously in the post-production, we kind of lower it just a tad.
Just a little.
But if people who are listening to this, you can tell this is about normal.
After a while.
After a while. Because if we started shouting,
oh man,
that's different.
Yeah, that's
if he got to that level of shouting, if he actually started to shout, I would have dialed 911 on the spot. Because here's the thing. Being raised by you, that whole dynamic of, big guys can't get into situations like that because people will call the cops on them. Yeah. I was about to go,
okay.
This is the perfect opportunity. This is exactly what I've been told most of my life. Yeah. I could have just stepped out of line, called the cops, and said, yes, there is an aggressive dude over at this particular gas station. He's shouting and threatening to kill the clerk attendants. He's about 6'5", blonde hair or brown hair, whatever. He's kind of chubby, and he's shaking his fist at the employees. I'm scared for their life.
My name is Karen.
Yeah. No. This dude was the fucking Karen.
No, he was definitely a Kevin.
This dude was a fucking Kevin.
Yeah.
Cause I was just in that mode of, oh, you raise your voice like 5 decibels any higher, I'm going to call the cops. Not because I was afraid. I wasn't. Cause I was in that spirit of, oh, if he comes over here acting a fool,
right,
then I'm gonna be the one going, fucking hit me, bitch. Fuck, kill me already. You know.
Do something or shut up.
Yeah.
Crying out
I
loud.
would have been the person doing, Judy, shut up. Because, 6 years of getting hit in the face.
Yeah.
That'll do that to you.
That'll do it to you.
Yeah. It was in martial arts. Everyone was padded for legal reasons. This is a joke.
That's right.
So, anyway.
Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I admit, Taekwondo, it's more of a sport martial arts than a real life of martial arts, per se. But if there is one thing it will teach you is, this is what it feels like to get hit really hard.
Really hard.
So, no, there's some benefit to knowing what it feels like to get hit in the face.
Yes, there is a tremendous amount of benefit to knowing what it feels like to be hit.
Yeah.
And knowing that it won't kill you.
No. It'll hurt for a while.
Technically, it does make you stronger.
But you don't want to do it, but you know it's not going to kill you.
But you know it's not going to kill you.
So I was basically like, oh, do it. I was like, do it. You are too big to be this angry and loud over something.
Kneecap you, right.
Yeah.
That would put you on the floor. And then whoop your ass.
Exactly. Like they're probably not even going to come in there and like try to talk to calm him down. They're probably just going to straight up go in there straight up tase it. He was that big. If he had gotten loud and violent and he was that big and calling the cops, they're not going to talk to him. They're going to tase
his life.
him.
He's going to get it sooner or later.
Yeah, he's going to catch someone on the wrong day and they're going to do worse damage.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
He was about to catch me on the wrong day with me calling the cops on him. Because I was like, I am trying to get food. Haven't eaten in 2 hours.
Right.
I want some mac and cheese, and you are not going to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
Don't get between me and my mac and cheese, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it.
So that was actually kind of interesting. I pay for the food. I go to the back of the store, phone in hand. Because I'm like, oh, do it. Do it.
Do something dumb.
Do something stupid. Throw a coffee machine in the floor. Push somebody around. I will straight up fuck your life up.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't use the cops as a threat like that.
Yeah, that's
often.
over the line. It just really is. Okay?
But here's the thing.
You don't get to manhandle people in the
No,
public
exactly.
sector. Crying out loud.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Here's the thing. I don't make it a habit. People who've listened to the show often enough and know me in real life, I don't make a habit of calling the cops.
No.
In fact, it's the exact opposite where I've already stated on the show of, if someone may or may not be guilty of sexual harassment, don't get the cops involved. Beat the shit out of them.
That's a good place to start.
Because if you get the cops involved, the law gets involved, there's lawsuits, people lose their reputations, their money. Just beat the hell out of them. Because then they know not to fuck with you. And they won't do it again.
I think that's fair.
And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of the mind of, you know what, take your lumps. We ain't gotta call the cops, just take your lumps.
Sure.
Because you got 1 or 2 options. I can either hit you with a bat, or we can call the cops. Or you can hit me with a bat, we'll call the cops. You see?
Right.
Or we'll call the cops, yeah. So, when I see the perfect opportunity...
Yeah.
Because this is a big dude getting crazy. And I was like, oh.
Did he get his food?
I guess.
To do a burnout in the parking lot?
I know. Even then, I don't think these people... even then, I don't think they would have cared about a burnout, so...
As long as he left without incident.
Exactly. No, he left without incident. I still had my phone I didn't have 911 in the dial, but I had the phone app up.
I will say, in more troublesome parts of the country.
Yeah.
the 911 calls go up fast.
Oh, I know.
They really do.
Mm-hmm. No, as soon as somebody gets aggressive, yeah.
So around here, we're still in that, that tunnel of it'll probably resolve itself
sure, and
the authorities showing up.
Oh yeah.
But in other parts of the country, they don't do that. That are more violent, the urban areas.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, they'll call the cops in fast. I remember when I was working out, when I was working here on the East Coast, people threatened to kill me. I mean, I was an ER trauma nurse.
Oh,
people
of course.
threatened to kill me all the time. And I was like, okay, man, all right, calm down. But then I started working on the West Coast, and somebody threatened to kill me. I was like, all right, dude, yeah, whatever. 10 minutes later, there was 2 police officers walked in and one started talking to me, and I was like, what the hell is this about? And they said, well, that dude over there threatened to kill you. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So?
This is an ER, sir.
They said, no. They said, here in Oakland, if somebody threatens to kill you,
that's
we call the police.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's probably what you said.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Okay.
All right. So it also helped me to understand that all these times on the East Coast, when someone threatened to kill me, I should have called the cops.
You should have called.
I should have.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, a death threat is a death threat.
A death threat's a death threat.
Sure.
So, hey.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? You know now.
I know now. So you got your mac and cheese.
Yeah, I got the food for everybody. That dude left. Yeah, the employees were apologizing. I was like, I really don't care. Just give me my stuff, guys. like I'm glad you guys say, but I need to go. I'm hungry.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Ugh. Yeah, I hadn't seen that guy back there since. But then again, I don't go over to that station that often, and to begin with, so.
Hey.
I don't know. I don't know. And here's the thing. Personally, I am more afraid of short people.
Yeah.
Than I am of bigger people.
Yeah.
Because I understand that aspect of bigger people are big, they don't get into fights often, people will capitulate, as you said, to them often. They don't know what it feels like to be in a fight, usually. Small people are the exact opposite.
Right. Where they've been beat on and slapped around.
So they know what it feels like to get hit. They know what it feels like to take a beating. They probably know how to fight.
Yeah.
Whether it be structured or not.
One way or the other.
Yeah, so when someone rolls up on me and they're like a foot or less shorter than me, I'm like, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like my current boss. I love her to death. She apparently thinks I'm doing a really good job, thanks to the matriarch telling me so. She scares me. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, she's one of those people that are buzzing around all the time. And you're like, where do you get all this energy from?
She apparently has been doing the whole thing that I'm teaching people, like, for 20 plus years. That's where she gets the energy. Plus, she's definitely more of an extrovert than I am.
Yeah. She doesn't wear animal patterns, does she? Bright red lipstick or nail polish?
Not when she's training people.
But you have seen her in those.
Only at, like parties.
Animal print?
Not animal print, but definitely, like, loud makeup. But that's, like, at parties and stuff, so I'm not sure how to count that.
Red. Red's got to be involved.
I don't.
All right.
Maybe a little bit. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Look.
There's some bipolar going on there.
I doubt it.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if you understand that you have it, and then you can.
No, yeah.
It's kind of like being tall and then learning to play basketball.
Yeah, I don't think
you're born a certain way,
and
then you can,
maneuver around it.
You can shape it.
Yeah.
To serve.
I don't think
that?
She's not bipolar because here's the thing. I'm not saying I know on sight what bipolar looks like.
Sure,
I'm not you.
Sure.
But here's the thing. People with bipolar, they scare me in a different way.
Well, I mean, there's nothing really to be scared of.
No.
It's just understanding.
the mechanics of it.
Yeah, the mechanics of it.
Okay, how about this? She scares me because she's very forward and very, like, authoritative, because for some reason short people are really authoritative for some reason.
They really are.
Yeah, she scares me like that. Not only that, but she's the person that signs my check.
Sure.
So I automatically give her respect, and I'm like, okay, I will do what you say. No, people with bipolar that for some reason I either know or I pick it up, it's like, it's not so much I'm scared of the bipolar, it's more of a, I need to be cautious around you.
Right.
Like handling a delicate vase. Or vase or whatever.
You know,
I'm not calling these people...
a lot of times it's,
I'm not calling these people delicate. I'm just like,
no.
I am not the, basically, if shit were to go down, I am not the person you call to fix it.
No, but I mean, you know, you just be conscious of a way you know, it's like,
yeah.
No sudden movements.
Yeah, exactly.
No loud, overstimulating, noises.
Yes. Pretty much.
You know. I'm not saying be subdued.
No.
But don't not be subdued.
It's yeah, like I said, it's more of a just be aware of
Just be aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I think that's what everybody wants.
Sure.
You know, we all have aspects of ourselves and our personalities that we want people we hang out with to be aware of, and not, you know, not push the envelope too much.
No. I mean, and in most settings, of course.
And be understanding if you have to.
Yeah.
You know, say, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Sure. No, it's just the whole thing of I don't know. I mean, let's be fair. Any sort of mental disorder or any kind of disorder like bipolar or borderline personality disorder, which I'm not 100% sure what that is.
Oh, borderline personality disorder?
I've always been told it's like a diet bipolar where you still have those mania and depressive swings, but it's not quite as strong or as wide.
and that's half of it.
Sure. What's the other half?
The other half is this
take your time. Lack of control?
Lack of empathy you have for the people suffering for the damage you do.
That explains a lot. The reason I say that is because of the fucking rumor mill. And what a rumor mill it is.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's what I think.
Sure.
That's my opinion of what I've seen.
But here's the thing. That may be more true in my personal experience.
Right.
Because, and I'm not trying to bring this up to talk about it again.
Sure.
Because I'm trying to put this devil down.
I understand.
The person who was my former good friend of mine.
Yes.
Who I had suspected she had intentionally broken up my previous relationship.
Right.
That is apparently true.
Yeah.
And I remember very distinctly she had borderline personality disorder, but she didn't really do anything about it.
They're not affected by the people they hurt.
Yeah. And based on what you just said and what I have heard with certainty, because there are some people that I do trust with information, like they wouldn't lie to me.
Right.
That adds up.
It does.
So.
And if you find yourself in a relationship with such a person, then you have to determine whether
they're conscious of it or not.
Don't dismiss it when they are.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes, if the person genuinely cares for you,
and
you get into a conversation with them, if you're lucky, they may announce something's wrong with me. I don't know why I do these things. I'm really sorry if I hurt you.
It's more of a warning sign than anything.
It's kind of more of a warning. And don't dismiss it.
No, never.
Because something's there.
Oh, I know something's there.
And I guess the best, obviously, best case scenario, everything works out and you live happily ever after.
Well, of course.
Of course. And, but the, other than that, the second best
these less than optimal circumstances
is for you to realize what you're dealing with.
Yes.
Because if you dismiss it, well, see, that's the whole thing. We as human beings function based on our frame of reference.
This is true.
So if you
we can only operate on what we know.
We only can operate on what we know. So if you've never come into contact with a person like that, 99 times out of 100, you'll never decipher it.
Sure.
But because you have dealt with someone, interacted with someone who may or may not have that trait, you can spot it in other people. But if you've never seen it before, it can leave you wide open. And
you had no idea.
You had no idea that type of it's like if somebody it's like if you went to the grocery store and you went to the produce section and all of a sudden there's a Saturn fruit there. You're like, wow, I've never heard of such a fruit.
Yeah.
And I've never experienced such fruit, and you try it, and until that time that you became aware of it.
You didn't know it was there.
You didn't know it was there.
Oh, I know.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I get it.
It's not a great example, but...
Sure,
but yeah, I mean...
Plus, experiences like this, when you come across either these people or these situations, that's what having a network of friends is for. Because guaranteed you, whoever... may not have encountered this issue. Someone probably has.
Probably has.
Yeah, and can give you like a lowdown of it.
Well, there's a lot of people that they are affected by it, but they never decipher it.
Sure.
They just think somebody's being cruel just for the sake of being cruel.
Not always.
And sometimes it does. Well, actually, it always feels that way. It always feels personal.
But it's not.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always. I'm not going to say the majority or the minority. I'm just saying that it does happen. And usually people that are these behavioral personality disorder folks, they've kind of grown up in a household where they learned that behavior from a parent.
Yeah, that's about
a
guardian.
About right.
Yeah.
A person that cares for them without knowing it.
Yeah. No,
so to them, to act in such a manner is perfectly normal and natural. And the problem that you have with it is a problem that you have with it. There's nothing wrong with them.
No, I get it.
And you have to, if they're worth staying with. And if they're not worth staying with, then by all means,
don't stay with
them. Pull the cord and get out of the plane. Okay.
I've already done that.
Good. And then if you ever find yourself in a situation where you, for reasons bigger than yourself, that you feel that you need to kind of work it out, I'm not saying that you'll be successful.
Sure.
I was. That's all I can tell you. What I'm saying is
you're not a coward for backing out.
Skin in the game.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Yeah. Like I said, it's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, you may have the strength. You may have the perseverance.
And I do.
To iron that wrinkle out.
Yeah.
But if you don't have anything in the game, then it's just an egotistical challenge. And if that's all it is, get out.
Yeah, get out.
Get out. Because that'll run its course.
Oh, yeah.
And it won't hold you long term. Okay,
no,
if it's just a notch in the bedpost or a badge on your shirt, that won't hold you in the long term.
Yeah, quote unquote, a feather in your cap can only sustain you for so long.
For so long. For so long. Yeah. So it has to be something that is deeper.
Oh yeah.
For you to, I would recommend.
Yeah, it has to be a more personal reason.
Absolutely.
Why you would choose to help.
But if it's just mainly superficial.
No.
No, next.
Next.
You know,
yeah,
next.
That's exactly
That's all you can do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I bring this up because last night, or a couple days ago, a friend of mine was about to rope another friend of mine into the old poker nights I used to deal at.
Right.
You know, where I had met these fucking people.
Uh-huh.
And he initially told me he's roping somebody else to come with him.
Right.
And like within 10 minutes of this happening, which, by the way, this conversation ended with, by the way, I hadn't seen you at the parties in a while, and I said, no, you have not. Because what they don't know is I ain't going back.
Right.
Like, seriously. Like, the person that hosts these things broke up my relationship on purpose, and you all know it. What the fuck do you mean, me not coming back? What?
Well,
are you out of your tree?
They're used to everybody else.
Yeah. And what's worse,
that are wired different.
Yeah.
Go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
because
come
apparently,
in with their tail between their legs.
Yeah, exactly. Because apparently this ain't the first time she's done it either.
Really?
Yeah, set somebody up, and then all of a sudden, when their relationship is a little too cozy for her liking, she just comes in and just fucks it up for them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently that was what the skinny is, and a good friend of mine, other than this person, did tell me that true, and she has no reason to lie to me. And I'm like, oh, well.
The soap opera you didn't sign up for.
The soap opera I did not sign up for. In genuine, holy shit, I got legit taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I wasn't raised right, there would be so many bad things happening to that person. But look, people can't outrun that forever.
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
No,
But,
they can't.
so, I don't know. For some reason, I just haven't told him, I haven't told him yet that I'm not going back to these poker nights.
Right.
Because I'm like, I don't know what you want from me.
Right.
You know?
Well,
this is not the first time she's done it. I refuse to be a part of a group that allows that to happen.
Right.
And everyone just nods and agrees.
Right.
This whole he said, she said bullshit. Everybody's sleeping with each other or whatever you guys got going on. This is some dumb shit. Do you have nothing better to do than to do this? You know.
You brought a light. And they ran you off.
Apparently so.
That happens.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. They can have
Fine.
it. Yeah, whatever.
No.
So, yeah, so almost immediately I start texting the person that's about to get introduced to this, and I'm like, hey, this is what you need to do, you know.
Right.
I told him to, avoid this person, don't talk to that person, do not talk to my ex, and do not talk to the person that used to be my friend. Because she is evil.
Right.
I have no other word to say that.
Right.
You know, at first I was like, okay.
Act that way, get called that way. I don't care.
Exactly.
People kiss my ass. I'm
exactly.
tired of it.
Like, because here's the thing.
You can't really call people. No, you act that way. That's what you get.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. My former good friend, when this first went down, I was like, okay, she might be caught up in bad circumstances.
Oh, you
just
gave
like
her the benefit
was.
of the doubt.
I gave her the benefit of the doubt, but after all that,
While she was busy kneecapping you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after all that, once I got the news of she had done it intentionally, I was like, oh, well, you're just evil then.
Yeah. You're just. If she looked at you and just saw next.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know. And so she's basically evil, and my ex is basically the type of person that apparently just thinks with his dick in his hand is. Here's the thing. I know guys do that a lot.
Sure.
It's basically he's like that, but apparently to the point where it'll destroy his relationships.
Sure.
Which is even worse.
Well, he's already went through, this particular individual's already went through their prime where they had the energy to try to hold something together.
Yeah.
The ability for them to try to hold a relationship together now, to me, in my opinion.
Sure.
And I understand that I'm involved, and that may shape my perspective. Of course it does. How can I not?
Yeah.
All right. I submit that.
Sure.
But what I am saying is, just based on my own understanding of I've been very public about this.
Very forthcoming.
Very forthcoming about this. When the subject presented itself, it's not anything I just pitched out over the Thanksgiving dinner at the family.
Yeah.
If me and my woman ever get divorced, I'm not getting married again. And that's just what I mean by that is I don't have a negative. I do not in any way, shape, or form have a negative perspective of any kind of relationship or marriage or anything like that. All I'm saying is that if I got involved with someone else, I would not have the energy.
Sure.
Would not possess the energy based on my environment right now, obviously.
Sure.
Where I could put that same type of effort into another relationship. And I don't mean to say that relationships are hard, but they're not easy, okay? Not all the time.
No.
Okay, obviously you want to get to a point where it is easy, which is where I am now, thank God.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be here.
Understandable.
I've worked hard to be here. And but the issue is that do these people have the type of do they have the strength of application to take on, this individual has had, I would imagine, plural relationships prior to your involvement in his life, just as an outside perspective.
Sure.
So this individual is at a point where I doubt they would have the strength, the fortitude, to persevere with a serious relationship.
Sure, I get it.
And obviously, this individual, this former friend of yours, I've met people like that, where they just look to pick people off and
just for no reason,
set people up,
yeah,
and just it's an ego thing.
I know it's an ego thing. It has to be.
It has to be. It's not anything that you specifically can take offense of, because it's just like this is the way they interact with the world. It's a very negative way to do things.
Yeah, I get it.
And it always costs them.
It costs them more in the end.
It always costs them more, but it always costs them something that's very precious to them. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It really is.
No, I get it. So, that's basically what I did. He didn't go. He chickened out. Apparently I scared him enough. I didn't mean to scare him away. I legitimately wanted him to have fun at this poker night, but I was like, look, this is a list of people you should not talk to, because I know you're about to walk into something blind. I mean, this is the same type of party where, someone dressed as Sailor Moon took 7 shots tequila back to back, no lime or salt, and then collapsed into the floor.
Not the most functional presentation.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
Yeah, exactly. This is a group of people where what you're probably gonna need like a beginner friendly guide to it.
Yeah.
So I basically just said, okay, avoid that person, don't talk to that person, don't talk to this. He didn't go. But that's kind of what brought this up, is that whole thing of like, oh,
well,
you're about to get involved? Okay. Let me give you a heads up.
Well, people trust you.
Yeah. Because I have not done anything.
You have not done anything.
Not warranting
people's trust in you.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Where these other people have damaged their credibility.
And yet are still accepted by their friend group.
It won't run forever.
No, I know it won't. I think the only reason she hasn't had her ass handed to her, and I mean, in a not fun way or whatever.
Right.
The only reason she hasn't had an ass whooping of the century is because the place where it's getting hosted. She basically is about to get married to the guy that hosts these poker nights.
Right.
And apparently he's a semi-prominent member of the local community.
Oh,
down in that other county.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, money.
So she right now is untouchable.
Right.
He's not rich, but people know who he is.
But she can do whatever she wants.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Better stay out of that.
Oh, I do. I don't go into that section of town ever.
Right.
Ever. I mean, to the local flea market, sure, but that's just neutral ground.
Yep.
So, no, I don't go into that county no more. I used to, because that's where everyone was. I was like, I ain't even going into the county.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care if you know I'm there or not. I don't care.
It sucks when you have to cut certain parts of your life away. But,
yeah. This is not so much like a part of my life. It's literally a geographical location where it's like, I'm not going down there unless I got company with me.
Right.
And I don't do that. Like, I'm the type of person of, if I can't go by myself, I'm not going. This place, I gotta have somebody with me. Friend, family, doesn't matter. So another human being has to come with me.
Another.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, my little, as much as I try not to fantasize about revenge and retribution, this makes it harder to do so.
He was run over by a school bus full of kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, here's the here's the thing. It's, at first I felt bad because I was like, I want revenge on my ex because he's fucking stupid, and I want revenge against my friend even though because it was him being worried over her.
Yeah, you got a big shit sandwich right up front on that.
Huh? Yeah. Initially.
A double banger.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was initially my ex being so caught up and worried over her well-being is what split us apart initially.
Right. It's
not like she just slept with him out of the blue because she can't. Because she's getting married to somebody else. And then all of a sudden, I was like, I want revenge, but I don't know. She's in a weird circumstances, and he's a fucking idiot.
You know what?
Now all of a sudden it's flipped, where it's like, oh my god, I am going to become super wealthy, and I am going to blacklist you.
You know what's so bad about those types of situations?
How so?
When somebody is careening off the cliff, sometimes for you to step in, it may soften the crash.
Really?
I think that's plausible. That way, once someone does that to you, and you cut the ties,
and I have
burn that bridge.
Yeah.
If you try to reestablish any type of advice or interaction, you may actually give them something to think about that'll soften
the blow
of where they're headed. So there you go. So if they do it to you, cut them off, leave them alone.
All right.
Just leave them alone. They've already put themselves on a particular course that
I don't think is going to get fixed anytime soon.
You can't turn them from.
No.
So any involvement from here on out with you can only soften the discipline they have coming. So let them have it and let them go. I honestly and truly, I think, it sounds like it may be a negative connotation of forgive and forget, but
I'm not ready for that.
They'll suffer more if you leave them alone. I can't see how they wouldn't.
Well, like I said on the podcast, it's not that I don't want to leave them alone. I do want to leave them alone.
Right.
Because at this particular moment, there's nothing I can really do.
No.
Like if there were things at my disposal where I could make life harder or more annoying, whatever, that'd be different. Then I'd be like, let's spin the wheel of death. The wheel of torture.
Yeah.
See what it lands on. Ooh. Rapey bees, So. But at the same time,
I
want the incident report at the end of the train crash. You know, I don't want to be there for the train to wreck. I just want the incident report at the end of it, once all the the body's been put in the paddy wagon.
How many pieces were they torn into?
Yeah,
12. That's fantastic. This is terrible. Oh, the humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the report at the end of it.
I don't know. I just think that's a natural impulse.
Yeah.
Us as animals, so to speak.
No, I get it. That's all
Rationally irrational animals.
Yeah, that is what I want.
Yeah,
personally.
Sure. Yeah. And that's.
I feel like I'm
saying
owed
agreeable, but understandable.
Yeah, so, I feel like I'm owed that.
You're owed it?
I am owed the incident report.
Oh, just the report?
Yeah, just the report.
Oh, okay.
Not the revenge. I'm not owed the revenge.
Okay. Just knowledge of the crash.
Yeah, for example. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
No,
sure.
Hang on a minute. Yeah. For example, I have not talked about my first relationship.
Right.
On the podcast. I may have once or twice, but not really, because that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
This guy, he was, obviously the first relationship. I didn't know what I was doing. This was a giant learning experience. I will admit that.
Sure.
To a T. Not super proud of it, but it was a learning experience nonetheless, so I'm not ashamed of it either.
Aye.
And the other day, thanks to the game store people a place where I used to work at, I hear he's been kicked out of his mother's apartment where he lived with her.
Good grief.
Yes.
Good grief. All right.
Now, while I did not wish ill will on this person, that's the incident report I was looking for.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to wish people ill will.
No. I just want the report at the end. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. So there was some kind of incident. I don't know what happened. They don't either, but he ain't living there no more.
Wow. Interesting.
Got kicked out, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your biggest fan has finally had enough of you and kicked you out.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, that is pretty rough.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the incident report. I don't want to hear, it doesn't have to be, I guess I would like details. This person, I didn't need details. That was good enough.
Right.
But, like I said, I didn't wish this person ill will.
No.
The other people I wish ill will. But,
yeah.
But for more concrete reasons.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They set you up.
Yeah, that was a setup. So I just want the incident report, but anyway. I'm not trying to turn this into that type of episode.
You want to talk about the market now?
I don't know. Do you think it's time?
No, I just throw some stuff out there.
All right.
We're over an hour.
Yeah.
So we basically got where I usually want to go.
Fair enough.
And we are an eclectic couple. We talk about things that
we talk about everything.
Well, hey, I like it. If the listener doesn't know what we're going to talk, if we don't know what we're going to talk about next, neither does the listener.
Nope.
All right.
So
Here we go. All right, we are in a cycle where between now and somewhere in January, hopefully,
maybe
this is best case scenario. There's going to be an increase in the market.
Yeah.
It's going to start this week.
Thanksgiving week?
Yeah. Thanksgiving. I'm beginning to understand what quote unquote, Black Friday is all about. And that is to push this economic season off with a bang.
No dir.
And so between now and there's going to be a big jump in between the next 7 to 10 days. Then there's going to be a settling out, and it's going to jump again before the end of the year. We get to Christmas and New Year's.
And then sometime in the beginning of
sometime
next year,
somewhere in January, there's going to be a
drop off.
There's going to be a drop. It's going to run through February, and then we will recalculate about the time of that drop. We'll let you know where we're going to slip into a corrective wave. But
you think it would have anything to do with the holiday of Easter?
I don't know. I haven't studied that far yet.
Okay.
This is all kind of a new understanding to me.
Sure.
The information I've had for a long time, but just, kind of beginning to put the puzzles together.
Yeah.
The puzzle pieces together after about 12 years of staring at this stuff.
Alrighty.
Which is okay.
Yay.
So, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But there's going to be lower percentages. In other words, the highs are going to be based on next year. Next year, starting somewhere in the middle of the year, June, the economy is going to take off. The market's going to take off. And this time next year, this time in, 2022.
Yeah.
Where we are right now, we are in November of 2021.
Yes.
November of 2022 is going to be the best possibility.
Yes.
For riding a market rise until 4 years from now.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that's where we are right now. The
Barring
market,
anything.
if you're listening to us, it is the Sunday before Thanksgiving 2021. And
Jesus Day,
if you are going to purchase stock market wise, this is not this information is not advice. It is for entertainment purposes.
For legal reasons,
only.
this is all a joke.
For legal reasons, this is all a joke.
Wink.
If you're going to get involved in anything, Tuesday, anything, if you're going to purchase anything, make it no later than Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And we'll
if
have
Ada
a
does
run
not take
up.
If Ada does not take off.
I know. I've been looking at it too. We'll get there.
Yeah, I know we'll get there.
Oh, we'll get there.
All right. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just hoping it works.
Me too.
It doesn't have to work well. I just want it to work.
I just hope I see what I see.
Yeah. So more likely, you're more right than you are wrong about this.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, you are.
My success percentages are getting better.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
That's all I care about, honestly.
Me too.
So
after losing everything for a decade.
Yeah. Hey, look, if this pans out the way that, it's told in those books that I've gotten you.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about anything anymore.
No, we don't.
Yeah, because like I said, we have those cipher keys.
Cipher keys, yeah.
So once we basically prove that it is a thing,
right,
a legitimate thing, all we got to do is just put a shit ton of money into something or a bunch of somethings and wait.
Yeah.
And then collect. And then do it again. We'll get to shorting another time, but right now that's it.
Yeah. I'm working on that too. There's a book in that bookcase right there. I got to get out of there.
Oh yeah, I got
to read between now and the end of January.
Yeah. After the podcast, you want to just look through it?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. We're already in here, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's fine and dandy. Like I said, if it works, it's like, we just don't have to worry about anything ever again.
Not really.
Also, advice for you. I hope you're taking notes and writing it down somewhere.
What?
Everything that you're learning and reading.
Oh.
Like shorthand cliff notes of everything.
Yeah, I can do that.
Like, like a word processor, you're writing down all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Names of books that you recommend over others, because I need that too.
Mentally, I've already gotten to that point.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
I'm not saying write your own book on this stuff. I'm just saying, I need to know the books you've read.
You know more than you think you do.
I know. But I don't feel that.
No, I understand, because I put in 12 years to study
I know.
in this.
That's why I'm like, make notes so I can
teach you, and then we'll teach bro.
Yeah. Whether he likes it or not.
Whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, he's going to.
Yeah, he's going to. It's not a choice.
Yeah, this ain't a choice.
It's my legacy. That's it.
Indeed.
Anyway.
So. Alright. Man, I want to keep talking, but I can't think of anything. I don't know. It's just been a good day.
It has been a good day.
Yeah.
Good weekend.
Good weekend. Good week.
My body's starting to recover from the pounding it was taking. Today's the first day that I didn't feel drop dead tired in over a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All the better for when you start next year.
Yeah. Well, that's the plan anyway.
You're not avoiding this.
No, I'm not.
I don't know how long it's going to go, but
I don't either.
I need something, and you need also a something. So.
Yeah.
Because I'm still being a personal trainer.
Get your ass over there.
Yeah.
Do what I say.
Yeah, I know. Oh, by the way, the dude who's got, like, severely underdeveloped hip flexors.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't like those pulses, but he can do them.
Good.
I'm like, oh, that's all I give a shit
Keep working
about.
on those hamstrings, too.
Oh, I do.
That'll be the biggest.
Yeah,
the best way to strengthen those knees is hamstring.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, he just rolls his eyes at me every time we start to do the leg portion of leg day. And I'm like, keep rolling them. They're going to fall right out of your head.
Yeah.
Because I got to be mean to him.
Yeah, you got to be mean to him. That's what he pays you for.
Yeah, whatever.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought I would have to be meaner to, like, my geriatric people, but I haven't.
No.
You know, and you know them. One of them is as stubborn as a mule. No, she does exactly what I tell her to. So.
She gives you any pushback, tag her in the ear.
I know. I thought I would have to tag her in the ear, but I haven't.
Well,
she just does it.
Well, she needs it. She knows it.
Yeah, I know. She's looking a lot better.
She is.
I don't know if either of them have lost weight, but they definitely look better.
They just need to be stronger. It ain't about weight loss,
sure.
per se.
Yeah.
They just need to be functional.
Functional. So they seem to be getting more functional, I guess. You visit.
A lot of times the problem is you become almost for lack of a better expression, you become entombed in your body.
Yeah.
And your mind is still bright and awake and alive and running, and your body is.
Yeah.
And they become entombed. So making them functional.
Yes.
Leads to loss of weight.
True.
Leads to increasing strength.
Yes.
Leads to better quality of life, making them functional.
I don't know.
Okay, because they've slipped into this hibernation that if they don't get out of it, it's going to kill them.
Being sedentary.
Yeah.
So
you're on the right path.
Okay, that's all I care about.
I mean, what are you going to do? Run them around the house 4 times? I mean, that's just not going to work.
No, they can't run.
No. So, you just...
it's
stair steps.
Yeah. I just make them do...
One step at a time.
Yeah, I just make them do, like, half the hour is, breathing yoga, where they can actually get some air back in their lungs, which is a unique thing they both seem to have in common, albeit in different ways.
Yes.
And then the latter half is just some light weight, like low-impact weightlifting.
Yeah.
Nothing super heavy.
Strength resistance. Or resistance training.
Yeah.
Pick one. Because weightlifting, people in that era, people in that generation, they're uncomfortable with that term, weightlifting.
Okay.
So something like resistance training or strength resistance would suit them better. They'd be more comfortable with that term, whether they know it or not.
Fair enough. I can live with that then.
Yeah.
All right.
Weightlifting invokes them in the middle of a gym.
But they technically are.
But if they're doing it at home,
okay,
and they don't have any experience in a gym, they're more comfortable with a different term. Trust me on that.
Fair enough.
It's the way people are wired. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I know. Bleh. All right, I'm tired and I want some food.
Woo!
All right. Well, you good?
I'm good.
All righty.
It's turned out really well.
Indeed.
So yeah.
Yeah, wasn't intending to bring up the
Motherfucker.
I legit did not intend to bring that up, but it still pisses me off.
That's okay.
I want that incident report, people.
Incident report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, folks.
That's it.
I was your host, Bel-E.
And I was your co-host, Mr. Scratch.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye.
Get off my lawn.